Hi, my name is Danette. I'm the owner of the Birdcage Furniture, and I'm a breast cancer survivor. Was diagnosed in October 2019, and I would like to tell you a little bit about my story, and so you kind of understand why I'm doing Paint It Pink 2020. So last year, earlier in the year, I had lost a little bit of weight, and I really just attributed this little dimple that I found in my right breast to that. As we got through the summer and starting into fall, I started to put a little bit of that weight back on, and the dimple didn't really get bigger, but it didn't go away. We were approaching October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I was 48 at the time. I'm 49 now. And my boyfriend at the time had suggested that I get it checked out. Well, I didn't have insurance. So, and I'm not a person that goes to the doctor. I do not go to the doctor. I hate doctors. So anyway, I asked a few friends where I might get this done. One of my friends suggested that I go to the Susan G. Komen website for resources, so I did. I called them and they referred me to a breast cancer center in Avondale that was a program, wellness program for women, and it was free. The mammogram was free. Everything was free up until the point you're diagnosed. So I went. I scheduled an appointment. I believe my date was October 2nd. October 2nd, I believe it was. It was a Monday. I know that for sure. And I went in for a for a regular mammogram. And because when they did it, I did a exam on me, they said no, we're concerned. So I had to get a diagnostic. They scheduled that for a month. On November 4th, I believe it was. It was a month out. It was their soonest appointment. So the following day, they called me and said there was a cancellation and they could get me in on that Thursday, which would have been October 4th. My date might be wrong. I know I'm more in the Monday to Thursday. So it was the first week of October. Okay. Anyway, so I went for my diagnostic mammogram on that Thursday, and there was an issue. So they had me do an ultrasound, and that day they told me they couldn't diagnose me, but that 95% I had breast cancer. So they scheduled me for a biopsy. I went back the following week and had a biopsy done. I had to wait a week for the results of the biopsy, and the results of the biopsy came back, and they confirmed I had breast cancer. I did not have insurance, and the wellness program that got me through all of this was free until the point of diagnosis. So once they diagnosed me, now it was my responsibility to pay for whatever treatment I was going to have. So I was trying to find insurance. They scheduled me for surgery on November 21st. They told me my tumor was 2 centimeters. On November 19th, I finally got insurance, which was too late. So they had to reschedule my surgery. And I ended up getting surgery on December 4th. When I had surgery, and I opted for a lumpectomy. I was told my incision would be this big, and they would take 2 lymph nodes, and I'd have a very small incision. And When I got done with surgery, I was told that my tumor had doubled in size and it was 4.25 centimeters. They needed to send my lymph nodes and my tumor to pathology, which I was told would take a week. It ended up taking 3 weeks. The month that I was diagnosed, which was October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we built a bench. Another refinisher had sent me the redesigned We Care transfer for breast cancer awareness, and I used the transfer on the bench, and I wanted to donate it to the breast cancer center. They loved it. They knew exactly where they wanted to use it. They were very excited, but I had to go through red tape. I had to go through the corporate offices to get it approved. We waited months, and they wouldn't. Every time I went in, you know, they were like, have you heard anything? I mean, they really wanted it. I really wanted to go there. It was a very scary time, as anybody that's been through this knows. And it never happened. So I ended up storing the bench. And so finally, in the spring, I put it in my booth. It sat until about, I don't know, about a month, maybe a month and a half ago. But mind you, we shut down. So, I mean, I think it probably would have sold quicker, but we were shut down for a little while because of COVID-19. But the people at my location called me to let me know that the lady that had purchased it was actually a breast cancer survivor. So I'm really glad I found that out. Normally I don't know who buys my stuff at the booth, so that meant a lot to me. But I think I was very excited doing that piece. It meant a lot to me, and so it hurt that I couldn't, you know, do with it what I wanted to do. So this is why I came up with Paint It Pink 2020 this year. Is I want to do something, but I want to do something to help somebody that's like me or knows somebody like me that's battled or is battling breast cancer. I'm not quite done. I still have one more surgery ahead of me. And then hopefully I'll be clear. So my goal with Paint It Pink 2020 is to bring awareness, to encourage people to go get a mammogram that are like me, that never go to the doctor, because it can save your life. And then I want to tell you how much it saved my life. And I want to bring a little happiness to somebody. So that is the purpose of Paint It Pink 2020. If you're a furniture artist or canvas artist and you want to participate, there's a link below. And if you're a warrior or a survivor and you would like to enter to win a piece from any furniture artist, you can go to the website and a list of everybody that's participating will be listed. So you just find your local artist and follow whatever guidelines they have to enter to win. And please, I hope everybody spreads this no matter what. I'm grateful for October. It's pretty incredible what this month does, the possibilities it gives to people. Once I met my new oncologist, after I was done with radiation, she explained to me, which nobody had explained to me before, that my cancer is very aggressive. And if I had waited even 1 week, she said I wouldn't be alive. as I was sitting there in her office. She said, you wouldn't be here right now. I thought because I didn't have to do chemo that this is just smooth sailing. I got a lumpectomy. But the kicker is that I have cancer cells living on all my nerve ends. So basically, I am a walking time bomb. I can get any other kind of cancer at any time. My cancer is fed off of estrogen and fat, and I'm overweight. So I do have to lose a significant amount of weight, and I have to take an hormone blocker for the rest of my life. I have to see the doctor on a regular basis for the rest of my life. I have to do tests every 6 months. But 6 years ago, I had a scare. I was told I had ovarian cancer. Cervical cancer. So I had cervical cancer. And they ended up performing a full hysterectomy. I did not have cancer, but that hysterectomy is ultimately what she believes that why I'm still here is because it slowed down my estrogen and how much my body produces estrogen. And if I had not had that, and I definitely had not got checked when I did, I would not be here. So I want every person that is between the age of 45 and 54, even if you vary a little bit, if you've never had a mammogram, if you don't go to the doctor very often, if you see anything abnormal, go get a mammogram. Again, Susan G. Komen helped me find a resource because I didn't have insurance, and I'm sure they can help you find one too. So please get checked. So I hope everybody gets something out of Paint It 2020, Paint It Pink 2020, and hopefully we can bring even a little bit more awareness to breast cancer and all cancer for that matter, because all cancer is bad. I'd like to say thank you for everybody that participates, for all the furniture artists that donate a piece and do the work, and thank you for everybody that shares this post, shares anything pertaining to do breast cancer awareness. And you're in my prayers for anybody and everybody out there that's still struggling and fighting this horrible disease.